Welcome to the third episode of our Turbocharged SDLC, the Agentic AI era series. Today, we are joined by Bharti Satpute, AVP of Delivery at Harbinger Group. Welcome, Bharti, to our show. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well, Shrikant. How about you?
Great. I'm doing fine. Thank you. Well, I heard that you were in Goa a few weeks back.
Yeah, I had been to the North Goa, had an amazing time there. Thank you for asking.
Oh, wonderful. I should get some tips next time I go there.
Sure.
But that's a more interesting topic. But today's topic is about, talking about agentic AI and software development, life cycle and so forth. So as you have done so many projects and, overseen even projects with enterprises as well as software ISVs, one of the things we want to cover today in our series is how agentic AI is impacting software testing and deployment. So look forward to hearing your views on that. Starting with my first question to you, Bharti, can you tell us how generative AI and agentic AI is going to help us in the software testing cycles? Also, have you seen any tangible impact in the overall quality of the product that you develop or the release timelines? If you can share some thoughts, that would be great.
Sure. This is an interesting question, Shrikant. Software testing phase being a very critical phase in the software development lifecycle, I think it is very important to understand how agentic AI can significantly enhance the software testing phase. I would say agentic AI can significantly enhance the software development phase in the traditional software development lifecycle by introducing autonomous agents, intelligent agents that can plan, execute, and adapt the testing strategies dynamically. Agentic AI can read requirements, user stories, and even the code to create useful test cases, even covering edge cases that the developer or a quality assurance engineer might just miss. This saves a lot of time and helps increasing the overall test coverage. AI agents can decide which tests to run first on the risk levels, like the recent code changes, the past bugs. This means the most important tests can run sooner and the feedback comes back faster. Take an example, if a UI element changes on a page, like a button location change, the button name changes, the AI agents can automatically update the test scripts so that the test doesn't break. This reduces the overall manual fixes and keeps the test cycle stable. After deployment, agentic AI watches the real user activity and the system performance. It uses this information to improve the future tests and catch the problems early. AI can also understand the requirement documents written in plain English and turn them into good test scenarios. This makes sure the testing closely matches what the business needs. How can this be achieved? There are various tools like Testim, Babel, New Relic and Pixie, Dynatrace, etc. that can actually achieve all these capabilities. To summarize, the points that I discussed and mentioned earlier have a definite impact on the product quality and the timelines. How? It gives you better test coverage, bug detection, less manual work, the testing and release cycles are faster, and it overall lowers the testing cost.
Bharti, thanks for sharing that perspective. Now, coming to deployment failures, right? As we have executed so many projects, both you and I know that deployment failures and delays, how costly they can be. So, how is agentic AI going to reduce those risks? And also, there's a talk about, zero deployment. Is AI going to facilitate that? Is it going to be easier with AI? What are your thoughts on that?
These are all interesting questions that you are bringing up, Shrikant. Yes, agentic AI plays a major role in reducing deployment failures, ensuring smoother and error-free releases. It uses smart decision-making predictions and constant monitoring to catch problems early and fix them faster. How does AI does this? There are various steps that I can talk about. At least the 5 which I have seen in my experience. First one, is by checking the risk before deployment. AI reviews the code changes, the past bugs, and the test results, and the system stability to see if the release is safe. If there is a risk, it alerts or notifies the team or delays the release to fix the issues early. The second way is by planning smarter rollouts. Based on past deployments, AI suggests safe rollout methods like blue-green or canary releases. If something goes wrong, it can pause or roll back automatically. The third way is by environment readiness checks. AI checks if the servers, database, and all the configurations are ready before the deployment happens. This prevents issues like missing files or wrong configuration settings before the deployment goes wrong. The fourth way is by the live monitoring. So during and after the deployment, AI watches the system health, all the logs, and the user behavior in real time. If something unusual happens, it flags it right away. And lastly, by self-healing. If a problem is detected, AI can act immediately. It restarts a service, scales the resources, or even roll back without waiting for the human inputs. How does this happen? There are various tools again. Dynatrace, Datadog, AI Watchdog, SonarQube, with all AI add-ons, the verification can be done and all these capabilities can be achieved. Let me walk you through an example. Let's consider an example of a zero-defect deployment at a fintech company. This company has a financial SaaS platform handling millions of real-time transactions every day. Their current problem was that all the past releases caused bugs that affected their end users. Manual testing of the third-party services took a longer time, and users often found problems before their team did. How did Agentic AI help here? Again, like I said, there are 5 different ways that I have seen in my experience. Those 5 steps help them. So before deployment, by flagging the risky code in the login service using past bugs pattern. The planning helped here, suggesting a safe canary rollout based on the traffic and risk zones. Third, the environment checks found a misconfigured security policy that would have caused a failure. Fourth, the live monitoring noticed a performance issue during the rollout and paused it until a hotfix was applied. Fifth, after the deployment, checking the logs, compared the performance, and ran the auto test. No major issues were found. At the end, the test results were the deployment finished within 0 user reported bugs. The detection time of the issues dropped by 80%. Deployment was 40% faster than before. No rollbacks were needed. So to summarize, Agentic AI isn't just improving testing. It is transforming release engineering into a smarter and autonomous process by predicting, verifying, monitoring, and reacting faster than a human can. It is making the zero-defect deployments a realistic goal.
Bharti, thanks for sharing that perspective on deployment. Now, coming to the scale part, as you're working with a lot of product companies and they are in this process of fast-paced releases, right? How does Agentic AI really help, make sure that you can meet these continuous deployments and testing at scale? So that's the number one thing. And the second thing is, does it mean that while we deliver stable, high quality experience to end users, using AI, we can achieve that without sacrificing these release timelines? So look forward to hearing your thoughts on that.
Shrikant, I would say Agentic AI plays a key role in helping fast-moving product companies to test and release their software continuously without slowing down or lowering the quality. I think quality aspect is very critical and the time to market is also very critical. AI automates many parts of the software development process and helps teams move faster, catches the issues early, and deliver better experience to the end users. How Agentic AI is supporting this continuous testing and deployment? There are again various phases, various steps that one can follow. First one is by smart test selection process. AI picks the most important test to run based on the recent code changes, the past bugs, and how users use the product. This cuts down the testing time by avoiding unnecessary tests. For example, if one service is updated, only related service and APIs are tested and not the whole application. The second way, by fully automated pipelines. Agentic AI connects tools like CI/CD systems, test environments, and monitoring platforms. This reduces the need for manual steps, speeds up the releases, and lowers the chance of human error. The third way is by smarter rollouts. AI learns from the past deployments to decide the best time, audience, and the methods for releases, like gradual rollouts or feature flags, etc., which plans for automatic rollouts if there are problems. Fourth, by providing instant quality feedback. During and after deployment, AI watches logs, system health, and the user behavior in real time. If something looks off, it alerts the team or takes action before most users are even affected. The fifth one is by testing early in the development. As developers write code, AI suggests and even generates test cases and mocks. This catches bugs earlier, saves time, and helps maintain high quality without slowing down the development. There are various tools using which all of this can be achieved. Tools like Testim, Datadog, and AI Watchdog, Harness, Continuous Verification, Launchable, and many other tools help achieve all these capabilities. Agentic AI allows companies to release faster without risking the quality. It replaces guesswork with smart automation, making continuous testing and deployment more efficient, reliable, and scalable.
Thanks, Bharti. It was lovely having you on this show. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you for inviting me to this show, Shrikant.
Today, we discussed how Agentic AI streamlines testing and deployment by automating test case creation, prioritization, and risk management. This results in faster feedback, high-quality products, and faster release cycles. It also enables a continuous deployment with minimal risk. Thanks for joining us. Stay tuned for our next episode in the series, where we will talk about impact of AI on security and monitoring.